are going to bring on our next speaker, and I'm so excited for you all to hear from this guy because we have Dr. Phil Sledz on the call today. He is a functional medicine doctor and chiropractor, and he's a Director 2, Platinum 3. Whenever Kacy and I were at conferences, we see Dr. Phil, we get so excited because he's one of our go-to guys when it comes to product knowledge around the liquid biocell. But he's also somebody willing to serve. The first time I met him was when we were in Cabo a couple years ago on an escape trip. I woke up with an allergic reaction to my eye. My eye was puffy. It was red. It looked like I got punched in the face. And when I met him, he just offered to serve. He said, okay, let's see. Let's have a conversation about what's going on. He's on vacation on an escape trip, and he's still thinking about serving other people. And I always learn from him anytime I hear an interview. So you guys are going to learn from him. He is absolutely amazing. He's a functional medicine and chiropractic doctor for 23 years. And he's going to share your story. He's a retired pilot. You are going to love him, and you're going to learn so much from him and his unique perspective of working with liquid biocell collagen and then where he sees this company going with our amazing new product line. And so he's an OG when it comes to our liquid biocell. He was actually with the former company Jusuru. So back in 2017, Modere acquired Jusuru, which was the original biocell company. And so he is someone who is just an expert in this field. So Dr. Phil, are you with us?
Yes, I am. How are you guys? Can you hear me okay?
Yes, we can hear you loud and clear. We are excited for you to hop on here. Will you share a little bit more about your story and your background, anything that we didn't cover?
Of course. Thanks so much for the very kind introduction. Thanks, you guys. Thanks for having me. Wow, what powerful stories we've heard today, you guys. Every story, I think, of every person in this company, but certainly in wellness, I think, has a powerful story. And that motivates us to be here. And this experience for me is no different. And, I just was thinking about some of the things before I jumped on the call about what we all have in common. And, Kacy and Kylie, they're people I know. I respect them tremendously, incredible people all on this team. And our job, I want to just get two quick things that we all have in common here, is we are all here to do one thing, solve problems. And our goal is to really become better at finding those pain points that other people have and investigating those and then offering the solution. So we discover those problems and we become problem solvers. And so in that vein, we have multiple ways that we can solve problems with their business, if people are short on finance, with health and wellness. Of course, we're a health and wellness company. With their weight loss, with their aging woes, all these different aspects. And again, the other thing I want to really impress upon you guys here, this is really important, you don't have to be a doctor to talk about this, to have influence. Really, I can't emphasize that enough. I know we get a little overly technical, and sometimes we can really get in our own way. And I've seen it happen multiple times. I've seen it happen with myself. Realize this, that you are going to connect with a person in a way that I cannot. And that is a fact. I see it with my team members all the time. You have a magical way of saying something that a person is going to connect and resonate with about a product, about experience, about this company in a way that I cannot. And that's important. So give yourself that applause, that space. And like Kacy and Kylie said, yes, I came from the OG, that's the term, the original collagen company. We were called Jusuru International. And we got, all we had was Life Blend. That was it. We had one product, and we built incredible businesses with just one product. And it was shipped to us in 4 wine bottles, if you can believe that. That was a month's supply, 4. Big, heavy, clunky. They weighed a lot. It cost a lot to ship, lots of water. And we had to figure out a way to really streamline this and get better. And that's where Modere came around, because we were acquired by Modere. And so what the dose was in the 4 wine bottles, we concentrated it using concentrators down to the 2 bottles of the Life Blend. And this product saved my life. It's kind of funny it's called Life, because it really gave me my life back. And kind of as Kylie and Kacy talked about, I was in a former life, a Marine fighter pilot. I flew F-18s. My body got really beat up from all the G-forces of being both, well, a fighter pilot, but also a Marine, just from all the stuff that we put our bodies through and not really treating ourselves well at all health-wise. And I do still fly. I fly for Southwest Airlines, translating that into my flying career. But I was really ill. I was really ill at the end of my Marine Corps tour. I was beat up. I had chronic pain everywhere. And by the way, I'm just going to put this disclaimer out there. We're not treating any diseases here today, but we can certainly use things to support ourselves when we have different types of health challenges going on. In all cases, that's what I do. And in functional medicine, that's what we're doing is we want to go to the root cause of things. We want to really get down there to where things, the causal root level where things are decaying or coming apart, and we want to fix it there because that's what's going to give us truly the long-term solution, and that's what we do with these products that are just truly amazing. So there I was dealing with all these. My body was breaking down in myriad ways. I had chemical exposure, which pushed me into early stages of non-Hodgkin's. A lot of people don't know that. And the medical community really didn't have any solutions for me. So I had to take my health into my own hands. And believe it or not, that's how we fix everything. We have to take personal responsibility, bottom line. Whether we want to fix our finances, we can't expect someone to do it. If we want to fix our relationships, can't expect someone to do it. It's up to us. We got to take that personal responsibility, the same thing as with our health. And this is where we have an opportunity because we have tools that can do that. And so this product was introduced to me through another friend who saw it at an expo in a wine bottle, which was just funny. I looked at this and I go, how the heck is this going to help me? And this friend of mine explained it. She is my sponsor here in the company. We came from the original collagen company. We still have a large faction of people still here in Modere. And I know Kacy, Kylie, the Meltons. I know why you guys know those people because we love this ingredient, and it does stand out. And so, Kacy, is it okay if I talk just a little bit about the collagen specifically? Is that okay with you guys?
We would absolutely love that. I'm loving hearing you on this call and hearing your story. And we'll probably go over 1 o'clock. So if you are also here, this is amazing. Like if you have never heard from Dr. Phil and what he's about to share with you about collagen, it's going to blow your mind. It's going to help you serve people at another level. So we would love for you to share.
All righty, here I go. And I got to admit, I have a hard time keeping all this down. I know you guys said 15 minutes. And I could talk 30 minutes about each thing, but I'm going to try to go speed dial here, speed around, and really hit the salient points on this. So you guys, here's a problem, the collagen. Let's talk collagen and hyaluronic acid right now. Why this is a standalone. What I want to do is not, I don't want to overwhelm you with technical things. I want to give you the confidence so you can assert this ingredient with confidence in multiple areas of people's aging experience, okay, and what this can do, because it's clinically proven to do things that others cannot. First of all, there's a big, dirty secret in the health, beauty, and cosmetic industry. And what they're not telling you is that collagen and hyaluronic acid has to be modified, has to be shrunk by a massive factor. It's around 150 times its original size molecule that comes out of the source, whether they get it from the cow or the fish or the chicken or wherever, has to be shrunk in order to be absorbed. Otherwise, it's going out through the bowel. They're going to poop it out. And who wants to poop away their money? Okay, not me. I don't want to. So that is problem number one that they are not telling you. Now, again, remember, going back to what I said earlier, we want to identify problems. Because if we can identify problems, then we can get people to listen to us. They go, wait, I'm taking, because everyone will go, I'm taking collagen. Everyone under the sun today is taking collagen. So why would they listen to and hear what you have to say? So understanding some of these things can be helpful. First of all, the absorption issue. The majority of collagen products out there have no modification. None whatsoever. So they're using a source that has been unmodified, okay? Some companies have used we call partial absorption steps. It's a collagen hydrolysate, okay? But there's you don't have to write this down. Hydrolyzation is how they shrink it. That's how they shrink it down. It's just 150 times. It's not a made-up number. It's literally when you measure what we have, which I have. I get a little nerdy sometimes. You guys can make fun of me about that. That's okay. I'm all right with that. But from the original size, the source that we take it to what we knock it down to where it's an absorbable size, which, by the way, if you want to write something down, we can absorb ours under the tongue. It's sublingually proven to be absorbable. Now, if you put Life Blend in your mouth or one of these collagen products, does that mean it's all going to disappear under your tongue? No. Osmosis is slow. It takes time. And those big particles of the juice like the mangosteen and the cranberry and the strawberry, the acai and all those other goodies, they're not really going to go through there because they're pretty big. But the collagen can. There's no collagen on the planet that can do that, period. End of story. Okay, so we have the right size. We have 37 clinical trials on our ingredient alone. And by the way, this ingredient spans out into many products. So we don't just have one home run hero product. We have many. Anything that this collagen touches makes it a standalone hero product that can be literally untouchable. We have 7 U.S. and international patents that protect this formulation for its size, its composition, its bioavailability. And because of all this, the 37 trials that we have just for our ingredient, okay, everyone else is taking and making claims based on collagen in general. And some of them are stealing our studies. They're making claims based, we found it. I've done it. People on my team, we sometimes see people saying it because we get hit up from all kinds of other companies. I get my inbox filled with spam all the time, and they make claims based on ours. That's not good. That's not good, but it shows you, though, how high we have set the standard and what we can do. Now, I want to sum this up with a couple other little goodies on this collagen ingredient because it goes back to when it was developed. Pepsi wanted to buy it for $300 million. $300 million, Pepsi said, boom, we're going to buy this because they saw what a unique nutraceutical it was. They didn't go that way. 2 drug companies wanted to buy it, and they were going to make it into a drug. Okay, thank God that didn't happen too, because then it would have had to require a prescription. It would have made it harder to reach for the average person, for you and I. That would have been tough, okay? So what happened? It went down this path, staying a private company, private label. You can only get this through Modere. You can only get it through us, okay? And it's been featured on, if you want to take notes on this, this is really cool. It's been featured on Fox News, NBC, Good Morning America, and TV talk show Meet the Doctors. It's been on there twice. That was actually the Cell Proof brand. It was on there twice. Those things, Fox News, NBC, Good Morning America, TV talk show Meet the Doctors. What other collagens done that? Featured. We didn't pay for that. They wanted us. They asked us to bring it on there. This is wow. This is huge. This is a breakthrough. This was on these shows, okay? And we have won over 16, maybe up to 17 now, different awards for best collagen anti-aging peptide. And that ranges from things from joint health, the hurts, the aches, the stiffness. I know it gets a little weird with the word pain. We're not supposed to say pain because it's a medically regulated term. In Canada, I'm saying this because I'm qualifying the remark here properly. In Canada, they can use it to treat pain and treat a disease. Now, we don't treat diseases here in the United States with nutraceuticals. We support wellness. Remember that. That's the disclaimer. But up there, because I do these Facebook Lives with Jennifer Piper, a lot of you guys on the team here know that, they use it to treat arthritis medicinally, okay? In Canada, I'm qualifying my remark there. This is stuff that no other collagen, nothing can do this around the world, okay? Nothing at all, period. And it can make proven statements. Proven, when you say the word proven, you're elevating your collagen to a whole higher level of scrutiny. And it puts you in the eyes of the FDA unlike anything else. When you say something's proven, you bet you're going to get looked at. You bet you are, okay? Proven to reduce fine lines, creases, and wrinkles. Proven to reduce fine lines, creases, and wrinkles. Proven to reduce, this is what we used to be able to say before we kind of, regulation, proven to reduce joint pain and stiffness. That would be Canada. Up here in the United States, proven to reduce joint discomfort and stiffness, okay? Proven to do that. Proven to inhibit the enzyme that ages us, okay? There's these enzymes that are breaking down our collagen and HA, and we have a form of hyaluronic acid. I want to talk about that just a little bit here next, that can be absorbed. No other form of HA on the planet that you can take, whether you use it in the L'Oreal products or the CeraVe or all these things that are using all these different forms of HA, they're not absorbing them. They're high molecular weight. High molecular weight means it's very, very large, does not absorb, whether you put it on your skin topically or you ingest it. We have the only proven absorbable form, and it inhibits the enzymes that are causing us to age. Okay? So we get this huge effect when we take our collagen ingredient, because it's not just one thing. It's not just proven to elevate the main 3 types of collagen. That's another proven statement, types 1, 2, and 3, and that's important because that's 90%, 90% of your body's collagen are types 1, 2, and 3, and you want that. So when you see all these other brands out there with type 5, 6, 12, 24, 32, I'm getting a little far with that, but I think we're up to 26 types of collagen, and really types 1, 2, and 3 are the 90% solution. So everything else is kind of like we're wired for more is less, right? We all want to be conscious consumers. We want to get the most bang for our buck, but people are falling for that. Really what you need to have something say is it's proven to elevate the main three types. That's the most critical part. Type 1 and 3 primarily for hair, skin, and nails. Hair, skin, and nails, mainly type 1 and 3. Type 2 mainly for joints, okay? And that's where we're going to get the most value. And then ours does something that nothing else can do. Nothing. I mean, it's already doing these things that no one else can make these proven claims to, everything I've said, okay? But this is the big one. It's proven to elevate your hyaluronic acid levels 6,000% in 28 days. 6,000% in 28 days. 9,000% was actually shown in the study on the high end. However, we do the honorable thing, the right thing. We report the low end, 6,000%, 28 days. And there is nothing on the planet, no injection, no drug, no medical therapy, no cosmetic therapy that can do that, period, end of story. That is something that our ingredient can do. And collagen and hyaluronic acid are equally abundant and important to our aging experience, whether that's the hair, the skin, the nails. It's basically making up you. It's holding you together. Makes all this stuff, tendons, ligaments, discs, and all that. So those are the goodies on that. And I probably, if I'm going to talk about the GLP product, I probably better wrap it up right there. So was that helpful with the collagen a little bit, giving you guys a little bit of confidence boost on that ingredient and what it can do?
Yes, Dr. Phil, that was absolutely incredible. I have so many notes. I'm so excited. So hopefully I could read my notes after this. One of the things I do want to ask before we hop over to GLP-1 is what is the recommended dosage that you recommend to people when they're taking the liquid biocell? Do you recommend for them to take 1 tablespoon with the trim, or do you recommend more?
I personally take more. I just like to, but the minimum we want to take is that 1 tablespoon in any collagen-containing product. That could be the trim, that could be pure, that could be life, that could be the beauty formula, hair, skin, and nails. One tablespoon twice a day, about 12 hours apart. You want to shake that bottle because some of the stuff can kind of settle on there, but at least that, and you want to do it for at least 3 months. So if you have people come up to you and say, oh, I'll try a bottle, they say, hey, you know what, do them a favor and just say, you know what, when you're ready, you want to do this for 3 months because that is the proper way. And just tell them the Medical Scientific Advisory Board recommends it that way because that's what the clinical trials are based on. Because if they don't, the chances are they're not going to get a result. And I've told patients that. I said, you know what, let's hold off. And they're going to appreciate that because you're being honest with them. They go, oh, well, wait. And they might come back with a higher level of commitment in their response to what you just said because they appreciate you being honest. And you can back it up by saying, look, guys, we got a 30-day, 100% money-back guarantee on all of our products. So you're going to get, if something goes wrong, if you don't like it, you get 100% of your money back, no questions asked. Boom, you get it back. But that's the dose I recommend, yeah, at a minimum. You can take more. We have toxicology studies. You can take more. It's not going to hurt you. The studies went, I'm just going to say, oh, shoot, it was on my desk. It was for 60 days. They gave them 30 times the recommended dose. 30 times the recommended dose for 60 days, no adverse effects with any of the collagen products.
And if somebody is in a lot of discomfort, do you recommend, if it is in their budget and their means, to take more to get started?
Absolutely. That's what I did. I doubled up my first few months because I was impatient. Maybe that's the sign of the Aries, where you get a little impatient and stubborn sometimes. That's me, and I wanted to see things fast, and I was actually getting ready to disprove my friend and show that it did not work. So I'm going to take this for a few months. I'll do your thing, and I'm going to double up. And I was kind of defiant. So, yeah, you'll get quicker results that way for sure.
I think that's really good for everybody to know. Thank you so much. And, yes, I know we'll just talk for a couple more minutes. If you're still here, let us know in the chat. If you're loving Dr. Phil, this is amazing. We would love for you to share a little bit more about the GLP-1 product and how you're talking about it, and then also just the power of what we have our hands on right now.
Sure. Again, going back to our problem-solving model here, guys, we have problems, right? We have problems when we use medications. We get a Band-Aid. It's a Band-Aid. It's not fixing the cause. Functional medicine is about going as deep to the root of the problem. We want to address it there. Okay, so in the weight loss, blood sugar arena, that's a big area where a lot of people in Western civilizations, Western civilizations have problems, is with blood sugar because of the types of diets that we live on, that we eat, this go, rush lifestyle has put us in a situation where we get exposed to the wrong kind of foods too much, okay? And we can pack on the pounds. We gain weight. Look, I was pre-diabetic at one time too, speaking from experience, okay? I was heavier. I was much heavier. And this product really does stand out again. And going back to the problem is that first let's understand what GLP-1 does. GLP-1 is a hormone. What it does is it helps us feel satiated. It slows our gastric or our stomach emptying so we feel full longer. What does that mean? It reduces snacking urges. It reduces the craving urges. We feel satiated. We want that. Because if the dinner bell in our brain is ringing all the time, we just want to go snack, and we're always opening the fridge. So that's part of the problem. That's a big challenge a lot of people bump into in the weight loss conundrum is we can get, I got to feel like I have the donut right now. I can't get it off my mind. Okay, so GLP-1 and elevating that is very important to help with the cravings, urges, but also your blood sugar levels. So that's where it's going to come in and make some positive benefits. Now, the other thing, too, when we talk about the problem, GLP-1, and I'm just going to speak of this because I always have a solution for things. I never say things out of fear to say, this is bad, so there's nothing else you can do about it. But when we talk about these medications out there today, semaglutides or semaglutide, you can pronounce it either way. What are those? That's Wegovy. I did a reel where I sang the song, the Ozempic song, and not very well, but I sang it. Rybelsus, things like that. That these medications are not GLP-1. They're not. What they are is they are called GLP-1 mimickers, and no drug can represent anything truly identical in nature or in your body. That's another story. But I'm just telling you right now that these occupy the same site as GLP-1, and medical doctors may even call it that, but it is not pharmaceutically correct. It is, and so here's how we know that for a fact, is that GLP-1 can only be produced in the body by the L cells that are in the intestine. Your intestinal cells is the only place it can be made, and it can only be made naturally. If you're going to write something down, I would write that down. GLP-1 can only be made by the body, can only be made naturally. It can't be given to us in a medication. Now, what they give us is something that mimics it and occupies the receptor site, the same site that it does in the body. But the big difference is with one, you get all these side effects, and some of them are life-threatening with the medications. With our product, what we have with our Curb, we get a natural solution that's safe. The side effects, like a lot of our products, all of our products are beneficial to help us. So we have an opportunity where we can come in with people facing this, and maybe they're using these medications, okay? And I understand there's a time and a place where people have to get something in their body to get a number or something down right away. I've been there myself, okay? But we have an opportunity to give something to them and start training them and using these groups that we have and weaning them into things that are more natural. So we take that personal responsibility step that I talked about earlier to help get us in the right direction. And this is what I'll say about the product. So Curb, very unique product, and I'm a product nerd, and I like looking at ingredients because I want to start talking about things as soon as possible, and I want to start going into that problem-solution kind of mindset, or approach when I talk about things too. So I looked at this, and I was so impressed because what they pulled in there, this, according to what I've been told from my friends at the corporate, is it's got 3 patents pending. When you have patents, things are unique. And what I saw was some of the ingredients they put in there. It's not just one ingredient, but it's several. I'll just mention one, that Aeromint. That ingredient, when I went to their website, that is a multi-award-winning ingredient in the GLP-1 category, and that is one of several ingredients that we have in our Curb product. And they make claims. They make some disease claims on their site, which is incredible, in supporting GLP-1. Now, what I'll just say is they have some really fantastic results with double-blind trials, and we are big in our science. The science gives us the credibility. We just don't throw something out there and rah-rah. We rah-rah, but we go into hey, let's test it on people. Let's get some numbers. Let's get some data. We do that. So when we put it out there, we have that backing, and then we can send off for the patents. We can send the studies up for peer review, whatever. And it gives us that confidence that what we're saying and what we're sharing out there really is going to create a benefit. And I just tell people, when I'm sharing products, I do it no differently than any of you guys. There's a saying, you guys have heard it, many of you have, sell the sizzle, not the steak. Okay, sell the sizzle, not the steak. What does that mean? Tell people what the thing does. What does the thing do? How does it help solve the problem, as opposed to just showing the product itself? You want to tease them. You want to hide that product a little bit, but sell what it does to other people. And again, how we have better conversations around that is we start talking about problems. Talk to people. Find out what kind of problems they have. So I have a ton of confidence with this Curb GLP-1 product because they really did their homework and they added these very effective, already proven ingredients. And then everything we have is under a clean label roof. So we have that confidence that we can assert these with safety and efficacy. And as a doctor, that's important to me because guess what? I get really sick people in my clinic. I was really sick at one time. I got to be careful. I can't put in all these additives and different things that they've banned in Europe that we allow in our country here in the United States, and you can't put that in our body, okay? We have people who have a lot of sensitivities and environmental disease, so that's why I love this company, and the products are all made that way. So, yeah.
Well, Dr. Phil, we love all of that information. All of us took a ton of notes. Thank you for sharing your story today. And if anything that Dr. Phil, if it resonated with you today, if you're saying, I need to hear more, go and follow. Look at the speaker flyer. Go and follow our speakers today, and you can go create their Facebook pages, go see anything that they've posted. And that's one of my favorite ways to learn is to see what other people do. And like Dr. Phil mentioned, he's done some lives with Jennifer Piper, and go back. If you love this info, go check out that information. But Dr. Feldberg, thank you so much for your time today. And if you are here and you made it to this end of this call, we're so proud of you for investing in yourself, investing in your personal growth. And I believe you are here for a reason. Exactly what Kim said at the beginning of the call. You are where you are because that's exactly where you're supposed to be. This is a pivotal moment in Modere because we are about to go into the busiest season of our lives. I believe this is going to be our biggest month ever next month in November of 2024. And it's because each one of you are here, and together, when we work together, when we share our insights, what's working, what's not working, what things are going well, that's how we become a force in this industry. So we're proud of you. We're grateful for you. Let's freaking crush this October and make Black November the best November yet. Thank you all so much for being here. We will see you next week. Same place, same time. Let's crush it. Can't wait to see those of you who will be in Cabo. Have a great day. Bye, everybody.